If your body stopped making proteins, you'd be dead within a few hours. Proteins are absolutely essential to life. They give us the power of sight, the ability to move, they protect us from harmful bacteria and pathogens trying to invade our bodies. And if you remember what Neto said, that enzymes are proteins, then you'd realize that proteins are in charge of every reaction in the body. So proteins, they're kind of a big deal. But how are they made? How are proteins created at the cellular level? Here are the 5 steps of how proteins are synthesized. Step 1. The DNA in the nucleus is split. If you watched the previous video, you know that DNA is split down the middle like a zipper, and one half of the DNA strand is called RNA, or ribonucleic acid. Along with being split, the nitrogenous base thymine is replaced by a new nitrogenous base called uracil. RNA will always have uracil instead of thymine as one of its bases. And other than that, DNA and RNA use the same bases, which are guanine, adenine, and cytosine. Before we go any farther, you need to know that RNA is always RNA. You're going to hear me say things like mRNA, tRNA, and rRNA, and it's all still RNA, but the letter in front of it means it has a specific job. Step 2. RNA leaves the nucleus. At first, the RNA is called messenger RNA, or mRNA, because it's carrying the code from half of the DNA to the ribosome, which is an organelle that we'll talk about later. And this code is made of codons. A codon is one set of 3 nucleotides. For example, one codon might be UCG, which is uracil, cytosine, and guanine nucleotides, and another might be AUG, adenine, uracil, and guanine nucleotides. Codons are the bumps of our half of the zipper of DNA, and it might help you to remember what codons are by thinking codons equal code. Each of these codons makes up instructions for a single amino acid. The RNA travels through the cytoplasm of the cell until it reaches an organelle called a ribosome. The ribosome's main job is to make proteins. So, 3 nucleotides make a codon, and one codon has the blueprints for one amino acid, and now the ribosome is going to use them both to make proteins. Step 3. RNA enters the ribosome. The moment the RNA arrives at the ribosome, the transfer RNA, or tRNA, examines mRNA's codons to see which amino acids need to be produced. The tRNA then uses its anticodons, and the anticodons pick up amino acids, which, by the way, were taken from broken down proteins in food, and it places them in an exact sequence based on the instructions it received from mRNA's codons. Step 4. Amino acids come together to make a polypeptide chain. Okay, so the amino acids have been linked together by anticodons. Eventually, they'll make a long chain, which is called a polypeptide chain. Poly, in the word polypeptide, means many, and peptide refers to joined amino acids. So the literal translation of the word polypeptide is many joined amino acids. Ribosomal RNA, or rRNA, is an enzyme that's found in, you guessed it, ribosomes. Its purpose is to catalyze or accelerate the reaction of joining the amino acids together to make that polypeptide chain. Fun fact, over 60% of the ribosome is made of RNA, and ironically, the rest is made of protein. Step 5. Chain folds to make a protein. The end is here for the polypeptide chain. As it leaves the ribosome, and only once it has left the ribosome, it folds in on itself, creating the beautiful, fully functional mess that you see here. It has officially become a protein. To summarize all this and leave you with the key information, the DNA splits the nucleus, and half of the strand's thymine is replaced with uracil, which makes the RNA. mRNA carries the code through the cytoplasm and to the ribosome, where tRNA sees what proteins need to be made by looking at the mRNA's codons. tRNA then releases anticodons to arrange the amino acids in the right order, and rRNA, which is that enzyme, makes the amino acids link up quickly to create a polypeptide chain. Once the polypeptide chain leaves the ribosome, it folds into a protein. And this is just the vocabulary. If you guys missed anything or needed to write anything down, these are the terms that you guys should be familiar with. So if you want to pause the video. All right, Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful.